Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another exciting video of the Olympus sky on Mars. And this one will be, I know this one's really exciting. I couldn't actually wait to put it out, but yeah, I didn't have time to make a recording. I had a quite busy week eventually, but let's jump into the image. As always, you have the official link right here, and you can find it in the description. So we always work with official links, just for the new viewers, so you'll know. Also got a tutorial like in the description. Everything's in the description that you need to get into this. I mean, it's really fun. It's really exciting. We're definitely finding a lot of stuff here that I wish that NASA would just acknowledge this. It's utterly ridiculous. So I already pre-announced it. As you can see, I went all crazy on this image, and there's a reason why. Because I kind of by mistake I came up with this, and I went all overboard because there's a region here which I believe is definitely covered up. But this is a really bad example, especially for the viewer. So let's jump in here and start in mildly. I put up some arrows here. And I think we'll just check out this one. Excuse me. Now look at this. This is definitely crazy. Now I'm in inverted mode here as well. And let me grab this thing here. It's kind of like triangular, and then you got kind of like a rectangle going in the back here. Now this thing is just really cool. Hey, just the shapes alone here, and we got, hold on, we got kind of like a rectangle going on here, and I'll show you. See, kind of a interesting block here. This thing just fascinating. See, like a pixel here, like a dot here, another dot here, and it goes in a ring. Now let's draw it out for you as usual. See, kind of goes like this, kind of like curved here. This thing here, it goes to the back. See, it goes down. So we got a block here, and you can see that it's kind of connected to this weird block here. So also this thing looks so out of place. I'm literally staring at it, have been staring at it for the entire week here. And the reason why, even in the normal original one, it looks kind of out of place here. Now let me zoom in. It's just, look at it, kind of the ridges here. It almost looks like it floats. The angle, the way it sits on the ground, and the shape as well, which is quite interesting. So let me know what you think, because hey, I have no idea. I'm kind of done with this one. Now we go to the inverted mode, and you can see it's kind of connected to the back and then to this thing. So could it be? I know that there's a shadow here, and this is what I'm talking about. It's really strange, and it looks out of place. You can see, for example, that this rock lies on the ground. This almost flies or hovers above ground. Definitely some kind of it reminds me of Photoshop, but I can't say for sure that it is, because hey, I have no idea what they're doing. They are definitely, we've seen definitely enough stuff here. That is definitely Photoshop. But let's go to the next one. You can see this weird thing here, right? And let me draw it out for you. So it gets kind of, like this. And then there's a stitch here, but it's fine. And it's kind of curved, goes to the back. It's pretty massive, and you can see it's kind of goes like this. Really weird, strange object. Now it's kind of hollowed out here. Now you can see this a lot better in the inverted mode. So whatever this is, I have no idea, but it's definitely interesting. Also, there's another quite little thing here. Now there will be a lot more anomalies in here, I can guarantee you that. But just wanted to check out the fine details in this image, because hey, I always spend a lot of time with my my images here. I always want to say like my babies here. Sometimes it's like an image. If you spend a lot of time on it, it's almost family to you. Of course, I'm just kidding here. Now let's draw it out again. You got kind of, see this kind of weird broken circle here, like it goes like this. And that's just the shape alone, you know. It could be, you know, natural. I'm not saying it's like an anomaly, but you know, it's not just about anomalies, but it's just also the appreciation, you know, for checking out images from another planet. And it's just really cool to see that. So I've no idea what this is. That's why we got the comment section. You can always talk with each other, have some debates, you know, go back and forward with each other. But yeah, I find it quite interesting, definitely. Not making any, I'm not saying it's something, but like I said, you know, gotta appreciate it. Now this is something. Now it's not apparent immediately. You can see like a triangle here, and a triangular kind of thing here. And when we go to the event, hey, there's even a third triangle here, you see. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see. I hate it. It's typical inversion. But yeah, light blue works. You know, this color. I really love red. By the way, that's my favorite color. And I hope it's visible, you know. Just zoom in maybe some extra here, so zoom out. And it's very interesting. I mean, the shapes itself could be anything, of course, at this point, but you know, just the fact, you know, look how triangular this is. By the way, in every video, at the end of the video, I throw the enhanced version on Google+, so be sure to follow me on Google+ as well. You can find the images there. Be sure to download them, so you'll be able to zoom in a lot more. Now we'll go to an interesting structure here. And see this kind of here, this ridge, and then it makes like a turn there that way. Let me show you again, just to make it clear. I mean, there's a lot of new viewers that basically see something interesting in the title, but they've never seen a picture of Mars. So that's why I'm drawing it out for you guys. For those new people, I'll have to adjust their eyes for those weird covered up stuff here. Now, I wanted to give you an example here. I wanted to do like, yeah, well, like for a longer time now, since it was released. Now, this is the official image here. See, NASA.gov. This is a picture taken from Mars of Earth here. Now, look, this little dot here, this little tiny pixel, is the Earth. You wouldn't know better unless they would tell you that that's Earth. That's basically because it looks out of place compared to all the other stuff around it, all the other pixels, artifacts, whatever you like to call it. Now we'll jump back into the structure, and there are some less apparent things here. So you can see very vague line going down here, going like this. So I'll draw that for you. You know, it's also handy for those really not so visible anomalies here. I'll definitely try and enhance it just in a minute here. And is this the no? But let me enhance it here on the fly just quickly, and we'll just zoom in. And this is really vague, but why not? Why not? You know, there's a kind of circular thing here, and here's a nice part. So we got a dot here, another circle, you know, dot, whatever you like to call it, and it goes like, basically makes an arch turn going to the back, which is in a very interesting shape indeed. We'll go here to the uninverted mode. You see a kind of thing here, a separation here. Almost looks like this. I'm not sure here. So how cool is that? And here's that little thing here. Now I know I don't do a lot of detailed work here. I found, you know what? It almost looks like inside of this cube there's something going on there. I mean, you're just seeing some stuff here. See, I'll draw out the cube again for you. And it's definitely some kind of structure. Now we've seen quite a lot of things here in this image, and I'll show you another one here, which was quite interesting. I mean, you look at this, there's nothing going on, right? I see kind of like a vague line here, but look at the dots here. Stones, whatever it is, I don't care. You know, I'm just looking here for patterns, and that's the most important thing. If you see a 90-degree angle, it shouldn't be there, end of story. So you might as well, you know what, check out the details as well. And I really love this image, you know, it's kind of full of surprises, and it's to me, and the region here, we'll just get there in a moment, there has been some kind of editing going on there. I'll explain to you in a moment. Now look at this dot here going like this. It looks like a pattern, and let me brush it out for you. Kind of see this thing. Interesting, see, and kind of blurred out here. Goes down like this. Something's going on there. So I see this. There must be something going on there, right? So I kind of inverted it here, and now it's a lot, you know, more apparent on what's going on there. I see all these kind of rocks. Now call me crazy, but I know that there's something going on. I would definitely like to show it for you. I mean, I enjoy the details in every image as well. I just don't show them a lot in my videos, but I definitely do see them. And here's something else. For example, it's just a rock, right? It's you know, look at this line, and it's connected to this weird rock, and something sticking out here, something sticking out here. It's going like this here. And is that a rock? I have no idea. It does definitely have some kind of rock shape, although it's a bit too vague to make any claims on this. But I did definitely want to share this. I just want to share a lot of stuff, you know. I haven't uploaded in a couple of days here, and let me know if you find this image exciting as well. I mean, it's definitely not a beginner's level image here, but it's so cool, and I found so many things by accident because I was focusing on the background. Now a lot of people, should I show this or not? Now a lot of people think, you know what, let's just not get into the background. I just don't like the background in this image. I never like backgrounds. Just check out my video, NASA's hoaxing backgrounds. It's absolutely ridiculous, and since the beginning of the mission, every time it looks at some kind of mountain, there's like a dust storm. And that dust storm, when you look at the fine line going on there, the separation between the clear ground and the non-clear ground, it's ridiculous. It screams that there's something going on there. Just check out the video, you just hear me going crazy all about this. But let's get back into the anomalies. And you can see a straight line here, right? And something going out here, going this way, and you can vaguely see. Now hold on, I'll just zoom in a moment. Goes down like this, goes like this, goes over this weird line, goes underneath this weird, and the shapes alone here, it's kind of bent here, I see. There's something going on there, and when you look at the original one, there's absolutely nothing there. So let's go back to the original one here. Now it's just sand, there's nothing going on there. And just the way, you know, this response to the enhancements here was quite strange, because this area kind of screams that there's something going on. And like I said before, I can't tell you definitely what's going on there. Let me remove it for you. Let's invert the whole thing here, and see, this is what I'm talking about. You get the line goes like this, goes down to the right, same thing here, and it's super cool, you know. I'm really excited about this image, especially look at this thing here. Got kind of this squiggly weird thing, almost looks like almost looks natural, kind of organic. I'm not saying it is, because I don't know. It's really cool. Goes like this. And at first, when you just check out the uninverted mode, you think, it's rock, you know. So your eyes will actually ignore that, but you can clearly see that that this kind of black spot here, and this black spot is actually connected, going in kind of like an archway going down. And that's super cool. And that's why we're always checking out, you know, images in the inverted mode. So now the things that weren't apparent before are apparent to you now. So that's really cool. So what do you think? I mean, I really like this anomaly in particular in this image. I know that there's so much more in this image going on, and I'm definitely forgetting to show you anomalies. This one's, you know, absolutely crazy. Just shape alone looks so cool. Definitely looks cool. I think I just made that whistle sound with my mouth again. It happens sometimes. I have no idea what that happens. And when I just pronounce the S, you can hear sometimes like a whistle coming out of my mouth by accident. So I think we call this video, and I'll definitely dive in some more into this image. Of course, I can't share everything on YouTube. That's unfortunate. But when I do find something interesting, I will share it, of course, with you guys. And thumbs up, subscribe. Have a nice weekend as always. Hope you liked the video. Expect this image to be on Google+. And I'll give you the non-inverted and the inverted image at the same time. Now in the inverted image, this whole area, I haven't focused on this one, just mainly on this area here and in this area. So the uninverted one will show you just a bit more in this area. I know that there's something going on there. Couple of things here. See a kind of a curved line going to the back. Yeah, I mean, happy hunting, I would say. And just check the image out on Google+. You can always find, you know, when you're looking for an image, just go to the, see like the date of the video, and then check it out on my Google+ page. I'm a user, certainly. It's not that hard to find. So like I said, have a nice weekend. See you in the next video. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another exciting video of the Olympus sky on Mars. And this one will be, I know this one's really exciting. I couldn't actually wait to put it out, but yeah, I didn't have time to make a recording. I had a quite busy week eventually, but let's jump into the image. As always, you have the official link right here, and you can find it in the description. So we always work with official links, just for the new viewers, so you'll know. I also got a tutorial like in the description. Everything's in the description that you need to get into this. I mean, it's really fun, it's really exciting. We're definitely finding a lot of stuff here that, you know, I wish that NASA would just acknowledge this. It's utterly ridiculous. So I already pre-announced it. As you can see, I went all crazy on this image, and there's a reason why. Because I kind of by mistake I came up with this, and I went all overboard, because there's a region here which I believe is definitely covered up, but this is a really bad example, especially for the viewer. So let's jump in here and start in mildly. I put up some arrows here. And I think we'll just check out this one. Excuse me. Now look at this. This is definitely crazy. Now I'm in inverted mode here as well. And let me grab this thing here. It's kind of like triangular, and then you got kind of like a rectangle going in the back here. Now this thing is just really cool. Hey, just the shapes alone here, and we got